point that he feels like he's being taken advantage of because the guy's living there and not paying rent.
Yeah. And here is where I had to learn that you have to reflect enough. Right? Because I might do a really good reflection, like taking advantage of when you start out, like, oh, that's good. But keep in mind, Lonnie, on the tape that we saw, all we did was reflecting to him, and he still didn't hear half the shit she was saying until we were listening to topic. You know, and so you don't. They're in their conflict. And so one good reflection, in that moment they might go, oh yeah, that's good. But if what they're getting most of the reflection is hearing the other person give reflections about stuff they want fixed, and most of their reflections, even though there's some good ones in there, most of them are about, and you want your rent.
I felt that was really hard too, because that's what he kept saying, and I did find it hard to reflect. Okay, well, what is that? Okay, you want your rent.
So there's where the
what is that?
Right. So if all you hear, if you just hear him mention things about, I shouldn't have to fix those steps.
Okay.
You will go, when you say you don't have to fix the steps, tell me what that's about for you. And then he opens it up, and he goes, I never heard anything about a doorbell. So it sounds like you feel surprised to hear about the doorbell?
Right, I think I did hear it, yeah.
You know, like, so it would be, if one person is going, here's all the repairs, and the other person's going, no, they're not, there's just the rent. Then you can go, so what's your thoughts about the steps? What's going on for you about the doorbell? What's happening, what are your thoughts about the toilet? You know, like, even if he never mentioned those other things, even if they only mention the rent, you can be asking, what's your understanding about what's happening with the toilet right now? And he would have gave you a story. That toilet was fine when they moved in there. I've seen her child swinging from the railing. They probably stuffed some shit in the toilet. I brought somebody in there to see it, and they fussed at me when I came in. You know, like, you would have heard, they had it in that script. It was in there to tell their stories about those things. So you got to open those boxes when they do mention things.
We, at the beginning, because all you know is it's a landlord-tenant dispute.
Right.
And Anne at the beginning is like, what do you think are some of the feelings that they're coming in here with already? And so we talked a little bit about this at the end, about how, like, trying to, like, predict what's going to happen and all that is, like, not such a good thing, because you're just looking for that, or looking for to confirm that, or you're missing stuff altogether. And so, and because we're coming there, we don't know. Like, that's what we had to ask the questions for. We can't assume anything, and so
and that's why you
even how the duplex worked. Like, describe how this
doorbell, and somebody lives upstairs massaging people, and you know, and so just to go. You mentioned a neighbor. Where do they live in relation to you? You know, and then you hear, oh, they live upstairs, and that's how I can hear them. And the steps are right beside my wall, so I hear. You know, like, also that's why.